Welcome my friends, this is Maniacal Incorporated, and I am back, finally, to try and finish off getting this achievement on Cultist Simulator. This is the corner office achievement, which I thought that I thought I was really close to achieving it in my last run, but then I realised that I had misread some things on the internet, had gone off in completely the wrong direction, but all of that stuff still had to be done to get to where we are now. I'm going to take up the mantle of John Barton, Dublin Metropolitan Police Inspector Detective John Barton, and we are going to hunt down some cultists. So instead of doing the normal detective run, I don't know if it's right to call it the normal detective run, but instead of actually trying to finish the game, I'm going to try and get the corner office achievement. To do that, I need to actually do my job. As opposed to being a crazy cultist, I am going to try to find somebody to hunt down, and I'm going to build evidence against them, and then hopefully get an achievement, because that is all I want in life, is achievements. And yeah, really, what more is there to life than to get achievements? So let's continue from where we left off. I have almost completely forgotten how to play this game in the month since I was here. Where were we? We have loaded the game. Awesome. So this time round, I am an inspector. I have a senior position in the capital's police force. That would be the Dublin Metropolitan Police. So we're going to work. At the moment, this is pretty much all we can do. Once again, I have been seconded to the Suppression Bureau, the government's office, which concerns itself with occult crimes. The Bureau has a poor reputation. And we will unpause. We'll just put it into normal for a few seconds. And there we go. Now we give it a quick pause. The Bureau has identified a troublesome individual. I am to investigate. My breath tightens when I see the name. There was another case, one I remember all too well. And speaking of names, I should... well, it says detective, so there's no point calling him Detective John Barton. So what do we get? We get lots of nice things. We get... fatigued health. We get Porter arrival. We get a sealed bureau file. How interesting. A file on the enigmatic Michael Collins. I sealed it myself. I am all too familiar with its contents. If I were to revisit them, the dreams might begin again. So this is a cool aspect of Cultist Simulator, is one save file, one game plays into the next. So here we see that we have an enigmatic file on Michael Collins, and that was the name of the character I was using in the last playthrough. Just wanted to be an accountant. Michael Collins was using occultic powers just to get an office job and be an accountant. He didn't actually want to be a cultist. So what we're going to do here is, what the game wants us to do is to eventually start working on this file. This is evidence. We do not burn evidence, but perhaps it's for the best. It's for the best that we do or don't burn the evidence. I'm not too sure. That's what we should do, but from... oh, we got dreaming back as well. What I believe, or what I will try to do anyway for a period of time... Oh, you can't. I was trying to select multiple. I was trying to do a click and drag. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to work on the inspector's position, and I'm going to see if I can also get some more reason, which is something that I need for this. So we're gonna investigate Porter, and we are going to use a small amount of reason, because that's all we have. But we can put up to 3 reason in here, so that's going to be my main job, is trying to get more reason. So we will start. And that also gives me money, which is important, because now this thing is taking money from me. And we'll put on fast forward for a while. So it's going to take me a short while to actually remember how all of this works. Okay, we have dreamed. And we got some passion for dreaming. So again, just like in the last playthrough, the early stage of this game is just kind of revealing all of the various different things to us. Now, by investigating this guy... we've gotten back some dimmed reason. We've gotten Porter, our rival. We still have our inspector's position, which is good. And now we have more money. So we collect all the money. Study has been opened up to me. Study is going to allow me to get more reason, and that will allow me, in turn, to use more resources, shall we say, to hunt down Porter and bring him to justice. I don't know if Porter... I don't think Porter appeared in the last game. I don't think he's... he was connected with Michael Collins. So what do we do here? We can... I can't start work until I put in some amount of reason. And I actually have no reason at all. So that position is going to... Or this is going to go in 86 seconds, and I get my reason back in 56. Now the problem, of course, is that for a period of time, I'm going to basically have to let that inspector's position lapse. So I might get into... I won't say get into trouble, but... never mind. Now I could start going back and forth between the two reasons, but we won't. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can speed run this. I wonder, are there any Cultist Simulator speed runs? And this time we have been given both access to both the weird place where we buy and sell stuff. Is this what it was always called? Oriflamme's auction house? Was it always called that? And the Ecadius Club, where nudie women with no skin. Is that a sock or her skin? Ugh, I'm not too sure. I'm sure there are playthroughs or speedruns of Cultist Simulator, but... like... I have been looking at some of the other achievements. What have I just done? Oh no! I've gotten so confused. We're trying to get a clerical job. We don't want a clerical job. This is... I thought I was Michael Collins for a while. I suppose you have to get inside the mind of the criminals to try and understand what's going on. Might make it... So this allows you to basically go and talk to the criminals. Again, I haven't played this in so long, and a month, and muscle memory is kicking in. I thought I still worked as an accountant. But what I was saying there a few seconds ago was I was thinking of looking at some other achievements to get with this, but in general they just take so long. It is such a grind. It is such a grind to try and get any of the achievements in this. Now, there is Dread. Tempted by Power. That was for, I think, for reading that bureau file. Now we have some Fascination. With any luck, the Dread and the Fascination should cancel out, I think. Now my health is at me. Okay. So our reason is dimmed. We have gotten some tentative evidence against Porter. There is Porter himself. There's our inspector's position. And there is money. Now what do we do? We wait a few seconds. We wait a few seconds to see how all this plays out. So there we get some reason back. Now we have some erudition. And if we put the two of them together, we can research them to get even more reason. So that Dread is indeed going up there to cancel out. Would that card just always... Yeah, that card just stays there now forever. Let's put you way up there. So if I ever want to become an accountant, I can go up there. So here's an affliction. This is moving very quickly. I don't mean because it's in fast forward. I mean just everything is happening so quickly because I suppose I'm not going in the route or the direction that I should be. So there's quite a lot of hits coming to me. So my health is being hit because I'm not focusing on the thing I should be focusing on. Of course, they've taken Porter away from me. He's going to be away from me for another 15 seconds. So let's see if they give him back to me. Oh no, I think Porter has disappeared. His arrival is at their business in the shadows. They're still in hiding. What exactly? are they up to? Almost always, this will end inconclusively, but occasionally a rival will manage to increase their power in secret. Consider tempting them out of hiding by leaving an expedition open. I think that's actually a reference to the new expansion, because I've never seen that before. So we're going to put you over there. So we've gotten a skill, which is scholarship, and we've gotten another reason. Our only misfortune is at the moment we don't have anyone to investigate. So we're going to get given out to by our boss. And by our boss, I mean what's going to actually happen is... I don't think I can work this without... Nope. Ah, we can concentrate on this evidence. Okay, sure. So we can actually concentrate on the evidence that we've built against Porter. So instead of actually investigating him directly, we're now investigating the evidence that we have built against him. I'm speaking like I understand what's going on. And that's from the fascination and the other thing cancelling each other out. So Porter is doing something spooky in the shadows. Lots of things all happen at once. Porter and my rival has been up to some kind of mischief. The Suppression Bureau may take note. I don't know, are they taking note of me or are they taking note of him? So I got some vitality back, and I believe I can dream to get rid of this affliction. So, lots of dimmed reason. We get back our evidence. More dimmed reason. More dimmed reason. We've damning evidence. We have our inspector's position, and we get some money. I actually haven't been reading the stuff to see what it says. So we've gone from tentative evidence to damning evidence. I can't remember if there's more evidence or not after this. We're on to 59 seconds, and this goes up in 85 or 86. So we shouldn't be too bad. Might actually get this done in one episode, which would be handy. Got more contentment. God, we're so happy. The life of a detective. John Barton was a detective with the Dublin Metropolitan Police. He joined, I think it was 1905. And during the 1916 Rising, he arrested... There were 400 people who were prosecuted for looting in the aftermath of the 1916 Rising. He arrested 300 of the 400 people total. So this one individual was responsible for arresting the vast majority of the people who were actually prosecuted. He had some kind of, and we don't really even understand it, he had some kind of network, basically, of touts and spies throughout Dublin City that he was able to use to get information on crimes. He got the Constabulary Medal for arresting so many people during the 1916 Rising, and then he got a bar for that medal. He basically got the medal a second time for arresting a lot of individuals who were trying to escape from conscription. So they would move from England to Ireland to avoid conscription, and indeed a number of soldiers went AWOL in Ireland. And Barton arrested all of them. Well, he didn't arrest all of them, he arrested a good chunk of them, and he got another medal. But in 1919 he was assigned to G Division of the Dublin Metropolitan Police, which handled political crime. And in November of 1919, he was shot dead by the squad on the orders of Michael Collins. He was getting too close to Collins and to a group of other people, and they decided that something had to be done. But we're, of course, playing in an alternate reality where Michael Collins is one of the 5 histories. Collins, instead of becoming a revolutionary, has instead devoted himself not to the occult arts, but he's using them merely to gain enough power to get a permanent position as an accountant, which we did in the last few playthroughs. And now Barton is hunting him down, or maybe his associates. I'm sure there was a Porter somehow involved in the Irish Revolution. If that's a job title, most certainly. But not too sure was there any people actually called Porter. So there you go, a history lesson. What's worse, the history lesson or this game? Right, maybe we're actually making an attempt to arrest this guy. I've turned over my evidence to the Assistant Director General of the Suppression Bureau. Oh no, the Suppression Bureau is actually becoming suspicious of me. They're becoming suspicious of my methods. So they're going to look for mystique and they're going to look for other things. So of course what usually happens in a normal playthrough is the detective investigates the previous case, the previous your previous playthrough, and is introduced to the dark arts, gains the temptation to power, and then of course you can build upon this. You can go and buy artifacts and visit the nudie dancing ladies and all the good regular stuff that you would do to build up a cult and actually try and ascend to whatever the hell it is you ascend to in this game. Oh no, a weary detective is now inquisigating me. Okay, another miscreant? Will it ever end? Can we ever call the law, the city, the world safe? So we get back a lot of reason. A favor from authority. This is it. This is what we need to pretty much in the game. Well, not in the game. Pretty much in the game. So, we're not in a position to do anything just at the moment. We have 57 seconds and we'll get back all of our stuff and then we should be able to investigate this. And hopefully, possibly, potentially, that's all we need to do. So we have big countdown and everything. Oh wow, Dorothy McArdle. That actually does look a lot like Dorothy McArdle. Again, another revolutionary figure. She was one of the main historians of the time period. So she lived through the War of Independence and Civil War and wrote a very biased biography of... well, not a biased biography, a rather biased history called, I think it was the Irish Republic. So there's another one of these occultic Republicans. But what is Barton going to do? He's going to wait a couple of seconds because that's not actually ran down yet. So again, this is another person that we could try and make contacts with to help begin the foundation of our cult and things like that if we were playing the game properly. Oh no, I read that wrong. I was supposed to... I'm getting confused. I'm getting confused. Okay. I'm getting confused and talking too much about history. Now, we do have plenty of time on this at the very least, but these were running down before I could use them again, whereas the inspector's position was running down. I had to use it before it ran down. Ignore me, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm only small. Okay. Right. Our subject. I've won favour with the authorities. I could use this to win myself a promotion to a place in the hierarchy of the Bureau itself. This is a minor victory ending. So it is a victory of sorts. Not the type of exciting victory where you sacrifice people to eldritch gods, but instead we have taken another criminal off of the streets. Immediately another one has come onto the streets, so it doesn't make much of a difference, but there you go. So, 60 seconds, it lights up, and the whole thing changes to kind of tell us that the end is coming. There is nothing that my enemies can do to stop me. John Barton, in his relentless pursuit of evil, claims another victory. And there it is, the corner office achievement. Ambitions tied. I will rise high and higher yet. My affairs will prosper. I will fill a fine house with elegant things. I will be honoured by my peers and slandered by my rivals. I will grow used to the sound of my name. Then one day I will die, and sometime after that my name will be heard no more. This should be considered a minor victory, and indeed I do consider it a minor victory. Let's click on begin another descent. I'm not going to, but let's see where we can move from here. The volume was quite loud for that. It would be interesting to see if I could be heard over it. I'm an inspector in the Capital's Police Force, so that's the one that we just did. We could actually restart with him. An aspirant, which is the very the no frills. You're starting from first principles. That's what we started with Michael Collins, and this is one I haven't started with before. I'm actually going to press play on this and just take a short look at this, because this is one of the expansions, or one of the DLC updates that came out in recent years that I haven't looked at since I last played Cultist Simulator properly. But I have achieved my goal in life. I have absolutely nothing left to live for. Oh no. Oh, maybe I should have thought more about this before doing this playthrough. I should have had bigger goals. At the moment, I've achieved the only thing I've ever wanted, which is to get the corner office achievement. Oh no, what am I going to do now? I don't think I'm going to do any more playthroughs of getting achievements in Cultist Simulator, because a lot of them they're hard slogs. They are long, time-consuming grinds. And I've seen that some of the achievements you actually have to win the game twice back to back, and there's 3 separate achievements. So you basically need to play the game and then win, play the game again and then win, play the game again and then win to get the 3 achievements. So, I mean, a playthrough could easily go up into the region of 20 hours, I think, personally. Well, not a single playthrough, but even to just get one victory. I think it took me 70 hours to get my first victory in this game. So I don't think I'm going to do any more playthroughs or get any more achievements with this, but I do want to look at the priest, and I might play this offline, or I might even think about playing the priest as a playthrough. Father Michael Flanagan, obviously, there we go. That's who it would be. An appointment to a quiet parish. As long as I do not draw the attention of the bishop through dereliction or scandal, I can draw a living here. So we're back to pretty much the exact same start as the detective just had. All we can do is work. The detective had reason instead of passion, and that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Like I said, I don't think I'm actually going to play through earn a living or practice the invisible arts. And of course, the cool thing here is it looks like we can put in our doctrine and our fervor. I have chosen as my text Matthias 7:7. Ask, and it shall be given. Suffer, and ye shall attain. Knock, and ye shall be opened. The book fell open at that page. I swear that I would not have chosen it otherwise. So I do know knock, anyways, is a reference to one of the weird occultic things that you can do in this. And what is this? Fervor. My congregation's passions run strong, if not deep. Keep your congregation satisfied. Fervor, if unused, will decay to dread. Okay, so lots of really interesting stuff here. That is where I'm going to leave it. I didn't expect that the achievement would come that quickly. Maybe it's just my talent and skill. Yeah, probably not. That was the lowest hanging achievement that I could get. I think it was like 13% of people who'd played the game had gotten that achievement. And the next achievement for me to get, I think like 2% of players have gotten it. A lot of the remaining achievements now are they're not really hard to get ones, but again, like I said, they're long, hard slogs, so I'm probably not going to be looking through them. I got some other stuff coming shortly. I'm going to be actually looking at CK2 quite shortly, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Got some stuff coming in Prison Architect, of all things. And if you are so interested, you can catch me most Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. When work doesn't intervene, you can catch me on Twitch. We're doing a RimWorld playthrough at the moment, which may finish quite shortly, or descend into Anarchy. Slay the Spire, stuff like that. So there you go. finally, anyway, I have the corner office achievement. It's all I've been thinking about for the last month or so. And yeah, off to try and find something new to do. Thank you for joining me, and I shall talk to you all later.